In 1570, in the floating city of Venice, a master architect named Andrea Palladio published a book that would reshape the Western world. I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura, the 4 books of architecture, became the most copied, studied, and influential architectural text in history. From the White House to your local courthouse, from English country estates to American universities, Palladio's mathematical language of beauty surrounds us everywhere. Today, we're diving deep into all 4 books to understand how one Renaissance mind created the architectural DNA of civilization itself. Palladio begins not with grand theories, but with dirt and stone. LIBRO PRIMO is a master craftsman teaching you to build with your hands before you design with your mind. He tells you which stones resist frost. Hint, it's not the prettiest ones. He explains why timber must be cut in winter when the sap is down, how to season wood so it won't warp, and why certain joints hold for centuries while others fail in decades. This isn't academic theory, this is wisdom earned through calloused hands and failed structures. But then comes the revolution, the 5 classical orders: Doric, Ionic, Corinthian, Tuscan, and Composite. Palladio doesn't just describe them, he mathematically dissects them. Every column base, every capital, every entablature reduced to precise proportional ratios. These aren't arbitrary decorations, they're psychological algorithms. The robust Doric order communicates strength and permanence. The elegant Ionic suggests refinement and intelligence. The ornate Corinthian speaks of luxury and celebration. Palladio understood that these proportions bypass our conscious mind and speak directly to our emotions. He proved that the ancient Greeks and Romans hadn't just built pretty buildings, they discovered mathematical relationships that feel naturally right to every human being who encounters them. It's why a Doric column on a modern bank still communicates trustworthiness, why Ionic proportions on a university building suggest scholarly authority. If LIBRO PRIMO taught you to build, LIBRO SECONDO teaches you to live. Palladio revolutionized the very concept of home. Before Palladio, houses were either medieval fortresses or rambling collections of rooms. He transformed residential architecture into a philosophical statement about human dignity. His villas weren't just shelters, they were temples to daily life. Take Villa Rotonda, his masterpiece near Vicenza. 4 identical facades, each with a classical temple front surrounding a central dome. It's a house that declares the people who live here are as noble as the gods. Every room mathematically proportioned, every window precisely placed to capture perfect light at different times of day. But Palladio wasn't designing for just the wealthy. He created a scalable system. The same proportional principles that make a palace beautiful could make a farmhouse graceful. A simple country home could achieve dignity through mathematical harmony rather than expensive materials. His floor plans reveal deep psychological insight. Public rooms sized for grand entertaining, private chambers scaled for intimate conversation, service areas efficiently tucked away but never degraded. He understood that architecture shapes behavior, that people act more nobly in noble spaces. The influence is everywhere. Thomas Jefferson's Monticello is pure Palladio. English country houses throughout the 18th century followed his villa principles. Even modern suburban homes unconsciously echo his proportional systems. LIBRO TERZO proves Palladio thought beyond individual buildings to entire civilizations. He designed the connective tissue of society: roads, bridges, public squares, and covered walkways. His bridges aren't just river crossings, they're urban sculptures that enhance city life. His public squares create stages for community gathering. His covered porticos protect citizens from weather while creating elegant transitions between buildings. This is social architecture, using classical beauty to make daily life more dignified. A Palladian bridge doesn't just get you across the river, it makes the crossing feel ceremonial, important. Public infrastructure as civic pride made visible. LIBRO QUARTO is Palladio's masterpiece, his analysis of sacred architecture that would influence every important building in America. Palladio didn't just study ancient Roman temples, he decoded their spiritual mathematics. He measured every surviving temple, analyzed their proportions, and discovered the geometric relationships that create feelings of awe and transcendence. The Pantheon in Rome becomes his laboratory. That perfect dome, that harmonious interior, Palladio reveals how mathematical ratios create sacred space. The height equals the diameter. Every proportion relates to human scale, while simultaneously dwarfing human ego. But here's Palladio's genius. He realized these principles weren't just for religious buildings. Any structure serving the public good, courthouses, capitals, libraries, universities, deserved the same dignity as temples to the gods. When the American founding fathers needed architectural vocabulary for democracy, they turned to Palladio's LIBRO QUARTO, the US Capitol Dome, pure pantheon via Palladio. The Supreme Court facade. Roman temple filtered through Renaissance understanding. Every state capital, every major courthouse, every prestigious university building in America speaks Palladio's temple language. We encounter his sacred geometry every time we vote, attend court, or graduate from college. This isn't coincidence, it's deliberate. Democratic institutions needed architectural forms that communicated permanence, authority, and transcendent values. Palladio's temple architecture provided that vocabulary. His influence spread globally. The British Museum, the Louvre editions, St. Petersburg's Hermitage, all trace back to this fourth book. Palladio taught the world that civic buildings should inspire the same reverence as religious ones, that democracy itself deserved architectural dignity equal to any god. 4 books. One revolutionary idea, that mathematical beauty can elevate human life from the foundation stones of a country cottage to the marble steps of a national capital. Palladio didn't just design buildings, he designed the visual language of Western civilization itself. Next time you climb courthouse steps or walk through a university quad, remember, you're experiencing the enduring power of Renaissance genius, mathematical harmony made manifest in stone and space. I Quattro Libri dell'Architettura by Andrea Palladio, 1570. Books to watch. Follow for more.